Hey guys, this is Shan from shankar.com, and in this video we are going to perform a detailed benchmarking test on HTC U11 smartphone, and we will have a look on the scores and we will compare those benchmarking test result and scores with rest of the currently available smartphone as well. So HTC U11, it comes with Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor, Android 7.1 OS. It's having 5.5-inch QHD screen and Adreno 540 GPU. And in terms of RAM, we are having two variants. One comes with 4GB of RAM and another one is having 6GB of RAM. The one we got here in this video is having 4GB of RAM. So let's start our benchmarking test and let's see that how good our U11 is going to perform with. The benchmarking applications we got today here are Geekbench 4, Quadrant Standard, Basemark OS 2, Basemark X, and Antutu benchmarking. And out of these 5, we have already performed 4 benchmarking tests to save your time, and the 5th one we will do right here in front of you. So the very first one is going to be Antutu benchmarking, and here we are having the score. That's 176,718, and it's a pretty good score. If you go to the ranking tab here, you can have a look on the scores of few other smartphones. At the first position, it's our device that is HTC U11 with 176,000. At second position, it's iPhone 7 Plus with 172,000. Third position is iPhone 7, 172,000. Then there are a few phones with some Chinese name, and at the 8th position we got Vivo X Play 5. At 9th position it's Galaxy Note 7, and the list goes on. And I can't see Galaxy S8 or LG G6 here, but as you can see in this list, HTC U11 is at the top position. So we can expect a great real-life performance from this device. And let's go to Basemark OS 2 now, and let's have a look on the results directly. So the overall score achieved by HTC U11 is 3,468, and you can have a look on the individual test scores here. For the system, it's 5,723. For memory, it's 3,629. For graphics, it's really nice, 6,295. And for web browsing, it's 1,106. But our main concern is the overall score, and that is 3,468. And you can watch our previous benchmarking videos of other smartphones to get the idea that how good this score is. It's actually a really nice score, and it totally brings HTC U11 among the top flagship smartphones. And now let's go back. Let's have a look on Basemark X. This is a gaming benchmarking test, so the performance of GPU is really important here. And here is the score achieved by HTC U11. That's 44,602, and that's really a good score once again as well. If you watch our previous benchmarking videos of last year's smartphones, flagship devices, you will find that the score is between 35,000 to 42,000. And here we are having the 44,000 with HTC U11, so the gaming performance should be better. And if you're having the 6GB RAM version of HTC U11, this score will increase a bit, as well as 6GB of RAM will perform much better when it comes to gaming and multitasking as well. And the next benchmarking test is Geekbench 4. So we have performed this test as well, and it is divided into separate benchmarking tests. So here you can have some information about the device, that it's having Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, clocked at 1.9 gigahertz, 4 GB of RAM, Android 7.1 OS, and let's have a look on the results now. So for the CPU, we are having 1919 for single core, and for multi-core performance it is 6522, and it's really good score because very few smartphones are having more than 6000 score. If you watch our previous benchmarking videos for Galaxy S7 Edge or Huawei Mate 9, you will find the score is around 6000 something, but HTC U11 is scoring 6522, and it's one of the best score ever in Geekbench 4. And if you tap on this single core tab, you can compare the result of HTC U11 with rest of the smartphones. So at the top position is our device, that's HTC U11. Galaxy S7 scored 1806, then Note 7 is having 1786, S7 Edge is having a score 1744, OnePlus 3 1698, and the list goes on. Once again, as you can see, there is no Galaxy S8 in this list. Why I'm mentioning Galaxy S8? Because S8 is having exact same hardware specs like HTC U11, so it would be better to see that how much U11 is performing with respect to Galaxy S8. But as you can see in this list, the winner is HTC U11. And if you go to the multi-core tab, here you can see once again that our device scored 6522, and at the second position it's Note 7 with 5228. So the difference is huge, as you can see. And S7 is having 5213, S7 Edge 5203, and once again lots of other devices, but HTC U11 is at the top position with 6522. And now let's go back and have a look on the compute test. So the score is 8196. If you tap on the compute tab, you can compare the result here. So HTC Nexus 9 is having 3689, Nexus 6 is having 3482, S7 is having 2766 only, and Nexus 6P is at fifth position with 2628, and at the first position it's once again HTC U11 with 8196. So you can see there is a huge difference between first position and the second position in terms of score. So in all of these benchmarking tests, the performance of HTC U11 is brilliant, and a great real-life performance can be expected from the device. But we will do this in our another video where we will be doing some gaming review and multitasking review to see how good HTC U11 is going to perform in real world. And the next test is quadrant standard that we will do right here in front of you. So here we go with quadrant standard. It is also a detailed benchmarking test. As you can see, it's having 2D graphics test, 3D graphics test, and lots of other stuff like UI, memory performance, input output speed, and everything. So the test is finished now. Let's have a look on the scores. So here is the result of quadrant standard for HTC U11. It is 40,092, and it is not the best score ever because we have seen few of the other smartphones achieving up to 42,000 and 43,000, but still it is one of the best quadrant standard score, 40,092. And if you have a look on this chart here, we got few old devices like HTC One X, Asus Transformer Prime, Motorola Atrix 4G, and HTC One X is having around 4800 score, so you can get the idea that the performance of HTC U11 will be at least like 6-7 times better than all these devices appearing in this list here. But overall performance of HTC U11 is supposed to be great, because as we have seen in previous benchmarking tests like Antutu benchmarking and Geekbench 4, and also in Basemark OS 2, the scores achieved by HTC U11 in all of these benchmarking tests are one of the best scores. So we can get the idea that HTC U11 is going to be a great device in terms of performance. And you can also watch our previous videos, and you can also watch our previous videos of few other smartphones, and you can compare the benchmarking scores of those devices with HTC U11 to get the better idea about the performance of HTC U11. And we will be doing a detailed gaming review and multitasking review as well, to see how good HTC U11 is going to perform in real life scenario, not in the benchmarking test only. But this is all for now, friends. Thanks for watching the video, and do not forget to subscribe the channel for more videos, tips and tricks and hands-on reviews like this. And you can also get in touch with me on Twitter, Instagram by visiting the links given in the description of this video. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.